Okay, I just want to give an update on these two brothers. I don't know if you all are familiar with these two brothers, Lealan Marvin Jones, known as Lealan Jones, and you have the other brother. I actually went to school with this brother right here, Lloyd Newman. I went to high school with him. We went to Wendell Phillips together, but he didn't graduate with me. He went probably to another school. So I just wanted to give an update on these two brothers. They both from the south side of Chicago, and like I said, I went to school with one of them, Lloyd Newman. I went to school with him. And both of them, when they were little, they did a radio documentary called Ghetto Life 101. So, as I'm talking about the lifestyle of being, raised in the ghetto and being around crack and witnessing Satan control and take over your family members and living in a horrific life because everybody want to live this dilemma life, not realizing that living a dilemma lifestyle is actually a religious lifestyle. You're living worshiping Satan. A lot of people don't understand that that's what they're doing. If you're not living, if you're not called and you're not living for God, and you doing what you want to do, then you're doing what you want to do, and doing what you want to do means dilemma. Do as thou wilt. That's what that means. And also, don't forget, dilemma is basically meaning that you do what you want to do because of pleasure. You do what you want to do for the seeking of physical pleasure. Okay. But as I was studying about, the satanic things that's going on in this world with the crack cocaine and whatnot, I just wanted to give an update about these two brothers. Lealan Marvin Jones, born May 8, 1979, is an American journalist who lives in Chicago's South Shore. His radio documentaries have received critical acclaim and numerous awards. Jones was the Green Party's 2010 nominee for United States Senate from Illinois. Wow. Jones grew up on the south side of Chicago, a block from the Adobe Wells housing project. He was raised by his grandparents, Gus and June Jones, in the same house his family had lived in since the 1930s. He was a junior spokesperson for the No Dope Express Foundation, a youth education and anti-drug organization. Go ahead. At the age of 13, Jones and his friend Lloyd Newman created a radio documentary for the NPR titled Ghetto Life 101. Jones was contacted by David Isay, who was producing a piece on poverty for Chicago public radio station WBEZ. The documentary illustrated life in the south side of Chicago in 1993. The recordings made by the duo centered around interviews with the boys' families, friends, and members of the community. The broadcast was well received and praised for its raw portrayal of life in the projects in Chicago. It won several awards, including the Sigma Delta Chi Award. Wow. And the Corporation for Public Broadcasting's Awards for Excellence in Documentary Radio and Special Achievement in Radio Programming. Jones and Newman made a second documentary in 1994, The 14 Stories of Eric Morse, which explored the backgrounds of the people involved with Eric Morse, a 5-year-old boy who was tragically thrown from a 14th story window in the Chicago projects by 2 older boys. The documentary premiered on NPR's All Things Considered in 1996. That's the name of it, NPR's All Things Considered. It won the Robert F. Kennedy Journalism Award and a Peabody Award. Now that's for Lealan Jones. He doing this thing, it's just amazing to hear how he turned out, you know what I'm saying, from what he experienced when, he was young, when he was little. That was the choice that he made by trying to, proceed to be positive, no matter how he done it with the Sigma Delta Chi War. I ain't going there, but, hey, you can't win them all. So big ups to Lealan Jones. Now, like I said, I do remember this brother right here, Lloyd S. Newman. I went to school with this brother. And that's, the buddy who also recorded with him. A lot of people was asking me on the 101 video. They was asking me, because I told them back then, this was like a couple years ago, letting them know about, I knew him and everything. They was asking me what happened to him and stuff like that. But I didn't, the update I had got that he was, smoking weed, hanging out, drinking, doing his thing back then. That's what the update that I received. This was like maybe a couple of years ago, maybe 3 years ago. That was then. So I got more of an update. Lloyd S. Newman, on March 3rd, 1978, Lloyd S. Newman was born in Chicago, Illinois, to his loving mother, Lealan Newman, and father, Michael Murray. Lloyd passed on Wednesday, December 7th, 2022, in Elmhurst Memorial Hospital in Elmhurst, Illinois. Passed away. That's what happened to him. Lloyd attended Donahue Elementary School and graduated from Future Commons Technical Prep High School. See, I figured that because he didn't graduate with me. I think we only went to school together from freshy to sophomore. I actually graduated Wendell Phillips. I didn't see him when I became a junior. I didn't see him no more, so this way he was going, I guess. After high school, he went on to college. He attended HBCU Langston University. Lloyd was born and raised in Ida B. Wells, where he learned the wit to navigate the streets of Chicago. He was known to many as Lloyd Newman, yet family, friends, and the low end affectionately called him Boo Boo. Yeah, his nickname was Boo Boo. His late mother gave him that nickname, and it nurtured the mentality and moxie needed to believe that he could accomplish whatever he put his mind to. Boo Boo was very humble, fierce, and ready to argue with anyone willing to prove their point. He had a host of God-given talent, and one of his many gifts was his knack for gambling. He was a wizard who knew he was the best at gambling. So much so, you would think that he was born with a pack of cards, a pair of dice, and a set of dominoes. Lloyd believed anything you do in life takes the right kind of mindset. Although he loved to gamble, over the years he realized gambling and his love for winning was connected to his zest to beat his deadly disease, sickle cell anemia. Lloyd was a bodacious and loving person that grew up on the south side of Chicago in one of the toughest projects in America. And he exemplified what it means to persevere. Lloyd Newman did not allow his alignments such as sickle cell and the passing of loved ones to define or set limitations on his life. Lloyd often considered himself just a neighborhood kid who was small in stature with a powerful voice, strong opinion, and laughter. But he was so much more. In 1992, at the age of 13, his life changed after the passing of his mother. Lloyd began to record the day in the life of kids from the inner city of Chicago. Lloyd and his friend Lealan Jones worked with public radio producer Dave Isay to create the radio documentary Ghetto Life 101. The documentary became one of the most acclaimed programs in public radio history, winning major awards in American broadcasting. It began as a couple of kids recording their lives and led to them becoming the youngest broadcasters to win a Peabody Award. Dave Isay was a great mentor influence and support in Lloyd and his family lives, and he was forever grateful for their friendship. His accomplishments helped provide an avenue for Lloyd to navigate his way to college and to live out the rest of his life in DeKalb, Illinois, where he would help raise a host of nieces and nephews. For the last few years, Lloyd had enjoyed working at the DeKalb Public Library. Lloyd said that it didn't feel like a job, but something to be a part of, a service that needed to be provided to the community. Loving mother Lynn Newman, caring daddy Michael Murray, beloved sisters Sophia and Diane Newman, grandparents Estella Nelson and Rhoda Murray, Uncle Melvin, Aunts Elaine Shirley Rue, special Uncle Nick's namesake, Lloyd Nelson, all preceding him in death. Lloyd leaves his memory to cherish with his sisters and brothers and nephews and stuff like that, and a host of family and friends. So, yeah, he passed away. So that's what happened with him. So, the reason why I gave that information is because I wanted to throw out there about the upbringing and how people could change their life. How people could change their life even though you're living in the midst of shenanigan wickedness. You know, a lot of people got a lot of stories to tell about their upbringing, hood life and all that, you know what I'm saying? But when you get older, you need to stop blaming your parents. You need to stop blaming your circumstances on how you used to live and how your upbringing is. These guys was in their 40s and in their 40s. You understand what I'm saying? And so whatever you choose to do with your life at this point is on you, not the past. Not the past, brother. Let's go.